We live in an age of unprecedented progress, where technological marvels and scientific breakthroughs are a daily occurrence. Technology advances at a dizzying pace, transforming every aspect of our lives from how we work to how we communicate. We enjoy comforts and opportunities unimaginable to previous generations, living in homes filled with smart devices and attending schools equipped with the latest educational tools. Yet, a disquieting paradox persists, casting a shadow over our seemingly perfect lives. Why, amid such abundance, do so many feel lost, anxious, and profoundly unhappy? The more connected we become, the more isolated we seem to feel. This isn't about romanticizing the past, but rather understanding the roots of our current discontent. Life was undoubtedly harder for our ancestors, filled with physical labor and daily struggles for survival. But their struggles were often physical, tied to basic survival, and their communities were tightly knit, providing a sense of belonging and purpose. Our modern challenges are more insidious, striking at the core of our mental and emotional well-being, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and disconnected. We grapple with information overload, relentless competition, and a pervasive sense of disconnection, all while trying to keep up with the rapid pace of change. The very technologies designed to connect us often isolate us further, creating barriers to genuine human interaction. We curate perfect online personas while neglecting authentic human interaction, leading to a superficial sense of connection. We chase external validation, measuring our worth against the curated lives we see on screens, which often leads to feelings of inadequacy and envy. Is it any wonder that rates of depression, anxiety, and loneliness are skyrocketing? Our mental health crisis is a reflection of our deeper societal issues. This is the paradox of our time, immense progress, coupled with a profound sense of unease as we struggle to find our place in this rapidly changing world. We find ourselves adrift in a sea of opportunity, yearning for something more, something deeper, something truly meaningful, as we navigate the complexities of modern life. The pressures of modern life are undeniable. Every day we face a barrage of demands and expectations that seem to grow with each passing moment. We are bombarded with messages urging us to do more, achieve more, be more. These constant reminders push us to the brink, making it hard to find peace. The relentless pursuit of success, often defined by material possessions and social status, takes a toll on our collective psyche. We chase after symbols of success, hoping they will bring us happiness. Work-life balance feels like an elusive myth for many. The lines between work and personal life blur, leaving us feeling constantly on edge. Long hours and constant connectivity blur the lines between professional and personal time. We find ourselves working from our beds, at family dinners, and even during moments meant for relaxation. We sacrifice sleep, relationships, and personal passions on the altar of productivity, only to find ourselves burned out and unfulfilled. The cost of this relentless drive is often too high. Then there's technology, a double-edged sword of our own making. It promises to make our lives easier, but often complicates them further. It connects us globally while isolating us locally. We sit together, yet we are miles apart, lost in our screens. It offers instant gratification, shrinking our attention spans and leaving us craving constant stimulation. We flip through channels and scroll through feeds, never truly satisfied. We've become slaves to our devices, tethered to the digital world, even as we yearn for real-life connection. The irony is palpable. We are more connected than ever, yet we feel more alone. The consequences are evident in the rising rates of mental health issues. Our minds and bodies are crying out for relief. Depression and anxiety are no longer confined to the shadows. They are part of our everyday conversations. We see them in our friends, our families, and ourselves. Yet stigma persists, preventing many from seeking the help they desperately need. The fear of judgment keeps us silent, even when we need to speak the most. To understand our present predicament, we must look back at the societal shifts that have shaped our world. The Industrial Revolution, for all its progress, uprooted communities, and ushered in an era of mass production and consumption. The rise of individualism, while empowering in many ways, also eroded traditional support systems. We became increasingly reliant on ourselves, often feeling alone in our struggles. The pace of life accelerated, leaving little time for contemplation or connection. The digital revolution further amplified these trends. It created a global village, but one where we often interact through screens rather than in person. It democratized information, but also inundated us with noise, making it harder to discern truth from fiction. Understanding these historical forces is crucial. It allows us to see that our current anxieties are not simply personal failings, but rather symptoms of larger societal trends. We are products of our time, shaped by forces both within and beyond our control. So where do we go from here? How do we find a way to navigate the complexities of modern life without losing ourselves in the process? How do we navigate this complex, unforgiving world without succumbing to its pressures? The demands of daily life can often feel overwhelming, leaving us searching for a way to cope. One answer lies in cultivating mindfulness, a practice that encourages us to be fully present in the moment, without judgment. It's about embracing the here and now and finding peace in the present. Mindfulness isn't about emptying our minds or achieving some blissful state of enlightenment. Instead, it's about being aware of our thoughts and emotions as they arise. It's about learning to observe our thoughts and feelings without being swept away by them. This practice helps us to maintain a sense of balance and perspective. It's about finding moments of stillness amidst the chaos, anchoring ourselves to the present rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. These moments of stillness can be incredibly grounding. This practice can take many forms: meditation, yoga, mindful breathing exercises, or even simple daily rituals, or simply taking a few moments each day to appreciate the simple things around us. These small acts of mindfulness can make a big difference. The key is to find what resonates with us and to make it a regular part of our lives. Consistency is crucial in reaping the benefits of mindfulness. The benefits of mindfulness are well documented. It can reduce stress, improve focus, and increase emotional regulation. These benefits can enhance our overall well-being. In a world that constantly demands our attention, mindfulness offers a much-needed respite, a way to reconnect with ourselves and find peace within. It's a path worth exploring for anyone seeking balance and tranquility. Alongside mindfulness, we must prioritize rebuilding our social fabric. Humans are social creatures, hardwired for connection and belonging. Yet our modern world often leaves us feeling isolated and alone. This disconnection has profound consequences. Loneliness has been linked to a range of physical and mental health problems, including heart disease, depression, and dementia. It's time to recognize social connection as a fundamental human need, as important as food, water, and shelter. So how do we rebuild? It starts with small, intentional acts of connection. Put down your phone and engage in meaningful conversations. Join a club or volunteer for a cause you care about. Make an effort to connect with your neighbors and build relationships within your community. We can also find solace in shared human experiences. Art, music, literature, and nature have a unique ability to transcend our differences and remind us of our common humanity. Seek out experiences that move you, that make you feel alive, and that connect you to something larger than yourself. The challenges we face may be modern, but the human condition is timeless. We can find guidance and inspiration in the wisdom traditions of the past, philosophies that have offered solace and meaning for centuries. Stoicism, for example, teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts and actions, and to accept what we cannot. It encourages us to find contentment in the present moment, to embrace adversity as a path to growth, and to live in accordance with nature. Minimalism offers another perspective. It encourages us to declutter our lives, both physically and mentally, to focus on what truly matters. By simplifying our possessions and commitments, we create space for what brings us joy, meaning, and connection. These philosophies are not about deprivation or renunciation. They are about aligning our lives with our values, about finding freedom from the relentless pursuit of more. They offer a framework for living intentionally, for finding contentment in a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming. The path forward is not about grand gestures or sweeping societal changes. It's about each of us making small, intentional changes in our own lives. It's about cultivating mindfulness, prioritizing connection, and adopting philosophies that promote well-being. Start by setting boundaries around your time and energy. Disconnect from technology regularly. Make time for activities that bring you joy and nourish your soul. Connect with loved ones in meaningful ways. Engage in acts of kindness and service to others. These small steps may seem insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but collectively they have the power to create a ripple effect, to shift the collective consciousness towards greater well-being and connection. We must also accept a fundamental truth. The world can be an unforgiving place. There will be suffering, loss, and disappointment. Life is inherently uncertain, and our attempts to control it often lead to more suffering. This acceptance is not about resignation or apathy. It's about acknowledging the reality of our existence, both the beauty and the pain. It's about finding the courage to be vulnerable, to embrace our imperfections, and to live with open hearts, even in the face of adversity. By accepting the unforgiving nature of the world, we paradoxically find a strange sense of peace. We stop resisting what is, and in that surrender we discover a deeper level of resilience and strength. The challenges we face are complex and multifaceted. There are no easy answers, no quick fixes, but amidst the uncertainty there is also hope. We have the power to create a more humane and fulfilling future, both for ourselves and for generations to come. This requires a collective shift in consciousness, a recognition that our well-being is interconnected. It requires us to prioritize mental health, to cultivate compassion and empathy, and to build a world that values connection, purpose, and meaning as much as it values productivity and progress. The path forward will not be easy, but it is a journey worth taking. By embracing mindfulness, strengthening our social bonds, and drawing wisdom from the past, we can navigate the challenges of the modern world and create a future where both individuals and society as a whole can thrive.